Roger, a 29-year-old man with a quiet life and a mundane office job, was excited for Halloween night. His girlfriend was out of town, leaving him alone in their small house on a quiet street. He had spent the evening enjoying leftover candy and watching horror movies, anticipating a calm, peaceful night. The streets outside were empty. The usual laughter of children had faded, and houses had turned off their lights. For the first hour, nothing seemed amiss. But then, a faint, deliberate knock echoed from the side door. Roger froze, heart pounding. He checked the driveway, empty. He dismissed it as a prank, telling himself it was just Halloween mischief. 15 minutes later, the same sound came again, now at the back door. Panic stirred in his chest. Something felt different, intentional. This wasn't random. The faint rattle of the doorknob sent chills down his spine. A shadow moved outside, crouched low, barely visible in the dim porch light. He thought he was alone, but someone was watching, and they knew he was inside. Roger crept to the kitchen, clutching a knife and peering through the small window. A man crouched near the back door, wearing dark clothing and a cracked Halloween mask pushed atop his head. In one hand, he held a crowbar. His movements were calm, deliberate, and terrifyingly aware of Roger's presence. The realization hit Roger like a jolt of electricity. This was not a prank. This was real. His voice trembled as he whispered to 911, explaining the situation. The dispatcher's calm words barely penetrated his fear. Stay hidden, stay quiet, don't engage. Every shadow now felt alive. The intruder moved slowly, testing the house. Roger's heart pounded as footsteps shifted near the basement window. He knew the man intended to enter, and time stretched unbearably with each second. Minutes felt like hours, and every sound could be the moment everything changed. Roger crouched at the top of the stairs, barely breathing. He watched as the intruder circled the house, methodically searching. The glass in the basement window cracked. His blood ran cold. This wasn't a simple burglar. He was precise, prepared, and unafraid. Outside, the night was silent except for the occasional rustle of leaves and the intruder's cautious steps. Roger's mind raced. Every decision could be the difference between life and death. He clutched his knife, ready, but paralyzed by fear. The house that felt like a sanctuary now seemed like a cage. Roger whispered updates to the dispatcher, each word carrying the weight of terror. The intruder paused, listening, almost sensing Roger's hidden presence. The tension was unbearable, a nightmare unfolding in real time. He was close. Too close. And Roger knew one wrong move could cost everything. Suddenly, flashing red and blue lights pierced the darkness. Roger's heart leapt. Police. The intruder bolted, sprinting across the yard, but officers tackled him near the driveway. Relief flooded Roger, yet his body shook uncontrollably. The man's intentions became horrifyingly clear when the police inspected his backpack: a crowbar, duct tape, zip ties, and a small handgun. This wasn't just a break-in, it was planned, deliberate, and potentially deadly. The police later explained that the intruder had a long history of home invasions and suspicious disappearances. Roger's hands trembled as he recounted the night. Halloween, a night meant for fun and scares, had transformed into a nightmare that could have ended in tragedy. He survived, but the fear didn't leave, and neither did the memory of what could have happened. Weeks passed, but Roger couldn't shake the terror. Every knock, every shadow, every rustle of leaves reminded him of the intruder's presence. Halloween lost its innocence. The home that once felt safe now seemed fragile. He reflected on the sheer luck, the timing, and the courage to stay hidden and alert. Being armed and cautious saved his life. The memory haunted him, shaping every Halloween thereafter. Every year, he warns others, sometimes, the scariest things aren't in movies, they're outside your door, waiting. Halloween may be about fun, but sometimes, the real horror is terrifyingly real.